And we are back. Now, if you remember, last time we finally collected all the body parts of Masakado. But what do we do with them? Well, obviously, they're not doing us much good just staying in our inventory and in pieces. So what we need to do is to go to a Jackyo. And basically, the guy there will say, hey, I can fuse them together for you. And, even though he doesn't charge us for any kind of fusion, really, he won't charge us for it. In fact, he considers it a great honor. Anyways, since he only has 3 tanks, he puts the two legs in the one chamber, the 2 arms in one chamber, and the head and torso in the 3rd chamber. This is actually a triple fusion. Basically, you can fuse 3 demons, and you can get a slightly stronger demon, but I usually don't do them, except for one exception. Anyways, Masakado is looking a bit, yeah. Taira Masakado. I come into your party with little money. Yeah, so Masakado has a problem right now. He has a body, but he doesn't have a soul. Yeah. Kind of an important thing to have. So, well, what can we do with him? If he doesn't have a soul, then where do we get his soul? Well, you see, Bob actually has his soul. I guess that's a bit of a spoiler, but since it's pretty much where you'd head anyways, now that you have the body, and, well, that was what he wanted, you can probably figure that he's got something that'll put Masakado back in working order. So basically, all we need to do is backtrack to Bob. And actually, real quick, I did get an item off screen. Let's see. Fuma Bell. If I remember right, that might be the bell that basically repels enemies. Don't remember for sure, but if it is, well, makes this backtrack a little easier. Anyways, I'm just gonna head back to Bob and then we can move on, so, well, I'll see you in a second. Alright, we're here. Hey Bob, we got Masakado. Well, sort of. Yeah, kinda figured that. He's a bit of a zombie right now. Yeah, like I said, Bob has his soul, and, he'll just do the soul fusing for us, if I recall. We don't have to, go back to the Jackyo to fuse his soul. Anyways, a zombie Masakado becomes regular Masakado, and he looks way different. And Bob's kinda happy. And he's got the power! No, that would be moi over here. Yep. Oh, you're welcome. Now, they're heading off to the sealed cave. Now, we do actually have to head there, but, to go inside the sealed cave is, an optional thing, but guess what we're doing this episode? We're going into the sealed cave, but just so we have that clear, you do have to go to the sealed cave, because once you get there, Bob gives you something that you need. And, Masakado actually gives you something that's pretty nice, but we'll talk about that when we get there, so once again, more backtracking, so I'll be there in a sec. Okay, here we are at the sealed cave. Now, basically where this is, it's out by that shrine, you know, the teleporter shrine that I hated. Anyways, you can go, I think you can go here earlier, but you can't do anything. But now that we've revived Masakado, Bob will come here with him, and they will unblock the cave. So I guess it technically isn't the sealed cave anymore, it's just the cave. And with that done, Masakado says, yeah, that's all I need to do. And for helping him, Masakado will give you 2 treasures. The first one is the Sun Pillar, which you need, and the Masakado's Katana. Now, despite what you might think, you can't equip the Masakado's Katana. At least, not right now. Now, oh yeah, the Yamatsukami, that's important, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And yes, we're going under the cave. Now, this is an optional dungeon, and I actually haven't done this. Well, basically, if you do this, you unlock a special line of demons to fuse, but the real reason you want to do this was it helps you out in Kongokai. Of course, since I didn't have Kongokai when I first played through this game, I didn't really see the point in going through this. But now that I do, I really want to go through this because it unlocks important stuff. Now, before I was mentioning the Masakado's katana. Now, you can't use it yet. And in fact, if you're not a neutral character, that is to say, if you are a chaos character or a law character, you will never be able to use Masakado's katana. It is a neutral exclusive weapon. Now, despite that, you can't actually get it until close to the end of the game. When you get to that point, a special event will happen, and then you can go and get the Masakado's katana. And it is probably one of the best weapons you can get in the game, outside of the stuff in Kongokai. So it's very important if you're playing as a neutral character. Anyways, basically, this first part of the cave has you going through these teleportals. Teleported. And it's fairly annoying, but once you figure out all the places, you're not left with many places to go. It's just really a matter of remembering which rooms have teleporters that take you back, and which rooms have teleporters that take you forward. Okay, we're in a new area here. If I wanted to cheat, I could have just looked up a map, but, actually, that probably would have been smart, but because I'm an idiot, I didn't. This isn't the entirety of the sealed cave. It has two sections. Anyways, unless you've found a teleporter that takes you forward into the dungeon, you want to avoid rooms that you've already been to. Okay. And here's the... Oh, now, in the sealed cave, you can find a bunch of enemies that you've already fought. Gotta remember my controls first. Yeah, I've been playing on my Game Boy Advance emulator a lot recently, and basically on that, I've got A and B reversed, so whenever I go from that to this, I always get those buttons confused. Anyways, these are divine principalities, and they're actually pretty good demons if you want to recruit one. Yeah, since I was kind of blazing through the last video, I didn't really get to show off any of the enemies. Come on. That's kind of the thing about the random battles in this game, is none of them are particularly interesting. Sure, you can implement some strategy on some of them, but for the most part, the best way to get through them is to just repeat the same thing over and over again. Which is why auto-fighting is so useful, because once you have the best weapons, you can pretty much just auto-fight any battle. But there are certain ones where you want to be sure to not do that, because it could completely screw you over. If we ever run into one of those battles, I'll be sure to point it out. And, now I'll keep going with sword and gun. I was figuring I might do an auto fight at this point, but it would probably just hurt me more than it would speed things along. These guys have a little over 200 or so hit points, I think. Okay, now I can auto fight. There we go. Yeah, the majority of the experience you get in this game doesn't really come from random battles, it comes from bosses. I don't really want to fight this, so I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? I can't do that. No. Go away. Pacify. And apparently I left. And, I think I have one of you on my side. Yeah, I'm gonna try to not recruit demons in here, because I'm not sure if it has something to do with the translation or just the game itself. But the last time I recruited a demon in here, and I tried to use it in a fusion, it froze my game. Not sure what's up with that, and I don't really want to find out. Anyways, where are we? Okay. I'm pretty sure we'll notice when the area changes. Right now I'm just having... This may take 2 parts. If it gets too bad, I'll just look up a map. I'll cave and look up a map. But, hey, I haven't really been doing anything blind so far in this playthrough. This may be interesting to some, the sadistic lot. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully this takes me where I want to go. That's what I don't really care for about this area. It's just kind of confusing to try and figure out where you need to go. I want to actually check this out real quick. This may be where I... Nope. Oh, I'm back where I started. Okay, nothing down here. Yeah, I'll probably just look up a map, because I'm not getting anywhere here. I'm just going in circles. Way to go. If you've seen the previous videos in this, then you know how terrible I am with directions. So when we have a maze, yeah, things get a bit ugly. At this point, it's getting kind of hard to tell where I have and haven't been. Alrighty, I know there's a teleporter there. If I go all the way over there, I run into a teleporter that takes me back. I think this one might take me further, but nah, it took me back. God damn it. I was kind of hoping this would only take 1 video. But oh well. This is very important, especially if you're... Well, actually, it's really only important if you're going to Kongakai. Otherwise, you can completely ignore this. This place is so confusing. Over here? And I think I went through this one already. Didn't it take me back before? Yes, it did. I can tell when I've gone back to the first room, since I haven't gone back through the exit yet. Let's see. Okay, over there and over there have teleporters that take me back. Maybe down here there's one that takes me forward. Nope, one that takes me back. Okay, I think I'm starting to get an idea of how this works. Basically, there's teleporters all around the different sides of this room, with various random battles to get in your way, and will actually take you forward. If I can complete a thought here, I can try to explain this. Alright, you know what, game? I submit. I'll look up a map, and hopefully I can draw something out to figure this out. I was hoping to get this done in 1 video, but because I'm an idiot, it didn't work out like that. So when we come back, we'll finish off the sealed cave, and hopefully we'll be able to leave this place, because once we're done with this, we'll finally be able to move on with the plot. What's that? Good question. I know this becomes important later, but for the most part, we don't really know what this has to do with anything right now. Yeah. So, until then, spin around the room, sweet rave party, woo! Yeah, until then, see ya.